What's up, guys? Dr. Dan back here at the office at InBalance Performance. We got Megan. Peek over real quick. Megan, you've seen her on old videos way back, like maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago. And Megan here is now what week?
33 weeks.
33 weeks with baby number
5.
5 babies. Bree, our video girl, has 2 beautiful kids. I have 2 beautiful kids. This girl right here, she's got her hands full, right? But the kids are amazing. And Megan started with us, how long ago?
10 years ago. Yes.
10 years ago now. She came in, I think, 38 weeks pregnant with Nora.
It's almost exactly 10 years ago. Nora's birthday is next week.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so she's been well adjusted for 4 and a half, 4 and a eighth. All right. She started her first pregnancy, late pregnancy. Was Nora breech or was the baby breech or something? I
was overdue with her, so I would have actually came in this week. 10 years ago, I was a week overdue. That was the first time I saw you, first time I ever saw a chiropractor.
It was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
How's your journey been?
It's good. Amazing, actually. I mean, I keep coming back. It's been 10 years. I feel good.
So for the last 4, she's been kind of well adjusted, usually every 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe once a week here or there if she's really jammed up. But overall, she's been so healthy this whole pregnancy and the past couple, right?
Yeah. Changed my labors.
Changed your labors. And kids are healthy, they're well adjusted usually. Sometimes their necks get clogged up and little ear swelling and sometimes the ear infection on and off. But overall, chiropractic lifestyle here, as well as homemade honey and fermented foods they do also. So is that true?
It is true. Yes.
So they do like so much right stuff. All right, so one thing that we're feeling on Megan is kind of like right through this right neck shoulder and this T3, T4 region right here is a little kind of like twisted. And when I checked, her shoulder down is good and her right shoulder down is just a little tougher. Is that correct?
Yeah.
This feels a little easier and this is a little tougher on this side. So we're going to work today on this right like T3, T4, T5 region, right in her rhomboid, her rib on the right side, and somehow this is kind of correlated up into her neck. So last appointment was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. She adjusted really nice, so hopefully we get full decompression out of the whole body, the whole way from the toes to the nose, all right? So Megan is 33, 34 weeks pregnant. We're going to do a full body neck, mid back, low back, foot adjustment. And the cool thing about going to the chiropractor, as long as they're set up to be pregnancy friendly, which we see people the whole way up to 40, 41, sometimes 42 weeks if it's really late. But we've got this awesome drop table. So go ahead, face down right there. So we got the drop table. The belly sits in the table nice and comfortably. And later in pregnancy, as you go later in pregnancy, it's harder to lay on your back and your stomach. And so did you become a side sleeper, right?
Me? Yeah.
Yep. And pillows between the knees, super important to try to keep alignment a little bit. But sometimes the sacrum and the low back, it can kind of get real twisted, right? And if we're standing twisted and we're not standing straight foot outside edge pressure, then the belly, the baby, the hips, they can get all crooked, back can get kinked. Pressure out here. Sometimes we can get some round ligament pain or some front hip pain, which she had throughout this pregnancy. How is remember that front stomach kind of like round ligament?
Yeah,
hip?
actually it has been really great for probably the last 4-ish weeks. I think you kind of resolved that until just yesterday. It started just last night. It started coming back. But otherwise, actually, I think you did resolve a lot of it with the stretches and adjustments.
So here's the amazing thing. You guys see when we do these stretches, and again, we have our style here, right? This is kind of like my style that we've developed on how to stretch and how to see if joints are restricted. And overall, Megan will say is in she's like 85, 90%. She's like just right there, which is awesome. Any swelling in the legs lately?
Not too much. Little, but not much.
Foot care for pregnancy, super duper important. You guys have seen videos in the past about it, but one of the things we do, we get these toes to curl, and we get this lateral ankle and the shin splint muscles to stretch deeply up into the quad, up into the front of the hip, up into the round ligament. And she's got just a little bit of tension right there that we're going to work out. Back to right side. All right, here we go with the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all bending. 5. We'll get them face up, all right? Boom. One more here. Did your toes bend more than anybody's the whole day today? Back down. All right, and then we're gonna do a little vibe around her pelvis, up and down her spine lightly, and just give her a little relief, a little stimulation in the muscles, the back chain muscles, the spine muscles, help about a little pressure release. Some of this stuff around the hips, the glute muscles, get a little tendinitis-y, a little strainy down here. And if it's real bad, you can have that real bad like SI joint low back pain. How you feeling?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
A few more weeks.
Yeah. I actually was feeling pretty good until just yesterday. I kept thinking, when am I gonna fit you in? And I was like, but I feel really good. And then
Did you
yesterday,
schedule
all of
online
a
or
sudden,
call?
I booked online. Yeah, last night actually. But
That's awesome.
it's the end here, so I really need to be coming in weekly anyways,
I mean,
just to be sure.
was it weekly last week, or was it 2 weeks ago?
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I said
you
I
were
was gonna
perfect.
try and do. Yeah, honestly, I've been doing my stretches. I've been feeling pretty good,
Right.
and then all of a sudden my muscles just started tweaking out yesterday.
Baby's kicking, doing funny things. They don't know. They're playing the guessing
I
game.
know.
Playing the guessing game. Okay, here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out. 1, 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2. One more breath in. Exhale. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Do you feel those ribs?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, her last adjustment, everything in her body was cleared out. 5 years ago? No. 10 years ago.
I know, it was a mess.
1, 2, 3. Good. 10 years ago, we were in week 38. So tight, so twisted. And they say, right? Do they say, some people say, I don't know. Pregnancies, do they get easier? Not really.
Everyone's been different.
You know what to expect.
Yeah.
Each have had their struggles.
Yeah, I would say each one had a different struggle.
All right, face me over here, right side up. Now with the side posture adjustment, Most everybody still can rotate really nicely. Exhale. 2, 3. Other side. Awesome. So even pre-adjustment, we got a couple to loosen up. And low back is so nice and decompressed. Straighten bottom leg. Cross, cross. Quietly. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flatten your back. All right. Baby feels comfortable in there?
Yeah.
Not too uncomfortable when we twist, right?
No.
No.
No, I feel okay.
So super common for women in pregnancy. Babies are kicking and doing whatever they do up in the stomach, moving all around. And sometimes you say like, oh, I get kicked over here, up here, and the baby, the way that it's positioned, punches on different things. The rib muscles can get real sore. So we'll do a little stretch after we get Megan adjusted here to keep the round ligaments and the back nice and loose. Toes. Nice this foot. This is where she's a little tight at.
Yeah, I can feel
Both of these guys are a little tight, all right? So if we check knee openers, hey, those are pretty good, dude. So awesome.
There.
All right, I know it looks a little weird. This is a powerful exercise called knee openers, and if you lay on your back, and if you do it, I'll show you standing up so you guys can see me. But if you want to do it on a wall, and we're gonna start creating video series for all these awesome things so that you guys can take control of your skeleton. But if we want to do a knee opener against the wall, we're gonna kind of plie the feet out a little bit, and we're gonna work to drive tailbone back, chest up. And what that exercise helps us to do lightly is just start to get the pelvis to kind of sway a little bit, and that helps us in this round ligament pain. When that baby's pushing and growing down here and the groin muscles get real tight and the adductors and the round ligaments, if we open this stuff up and then also close it in, then we can create good healthy hips and connective tissue and musculature in the abdomen and in the stomach that's not really restricted and twisted from standing too crooked all day long. So Megan's been coming in here for 10 years, and when I first started with her, we didn't talk anything about stance posture, did we?
No.
We were just chiropractors, and we were just cracking bones and rubbing muscles and really not questioning why things get out of line. And as we walk you guys through this new clinic and how it's set up, you guys are going to learn about how important it is to become in balance, which means bilateral symmetry. And Megan is so awesome. Probably 10, 12 weeks, 14 weeks ago, early in pregnancy, lots of front stomach pain. Now later in pregnancy, not so much, but what she's done up in her pubic symphysis, which is a bone up in your pelvis, turn your knees outward, awesome. And if I tell you right knee opens lightly, it's a little easier than the left knee.
Yeah.
And that's still kind of the same issue that we had going way back, right? Even like 2 months, 3 months ago. This left side was her tight side. So 3, 4 months ago, I wasn't even able to adjust her feet or her toes because she had so much pressure build up. And, we didn't see her for a couple months or something like that. Relax this foot. Good. Relax this foot. 1, 2, 3. Good. And then, if we don't see some people, if we don't see a lot of people, the mindfulness, 1, 2, 1, okay? The mindfulness of daily repetitive, 1, 2, nice. The mindfulness of daily repetitive stretching movement therapy, it kind of goes by the wayside, right? So we forget about it a little bit. And she still just chill as a little, I guess sometimes. She'll say, just be a wet noodle. Or I like to say, be a dead fish. Just be a dead fish, don't move. Her brain's talking, it's thinking, and she's got no tension in her body. And sometimes people are yelling, the kids are going, ugh! And she's just like, I'm so good with the flow. The kid, that's what you gotta be though, okay? It's better to be down low a little bit than uptight too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There goes thumb 2, nice. Elbow, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, nice. Whew. Hands there. Feet squeeze down. And head relaxes. Beautiful. 1 here. 1 here. Nice. That's how it's done. She is awesome. She's decompressed, a little tension on the right side neck, right? And a little tension on the left side hip.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure when we go to bed at night, we do those light knee openers, which kind of like mimic that movement. Okay?
Yes.
Is that cool?
Got it.
All right, feet squeezers, knee openers. Definitely spend time here prior to bedtime, prior to fall asleep, all right? You can even go pull your knees up and open real wide, nice. And guys, this movement right here, feet squeeze down, nice. This movement's so great to help the pelvic floor, the adductors, great to light up the glutes, reduce pressure in the low back, and ultimately just help get us connected to our pelvis a little bit more. Cool? All right, sit up tall. So if we want to do the knee openers, which are good for the hips, good for the pelvis, you can bend your knees open, chest up, tailbone, and if we twist a little bit, just kind of like, yep, and then the other way. Nice. And just start to loosen up, stand up tall, real gently, centered up. Feel how tight that feels a little bit?
Yeah.
And you might feel your butt cheeks working?
Yes.
Okay, so good stuff to do for the front of the pelvis, the inguinal ligament, the stomach muscles, the rectus abdominis. If we have any diastasis recti that has been prior to, we do a lot of different core exercise, but we actually focus a little bit more on toes in also to kind of close all this energy down in the pelvis, right? But good for us to start to work that open pelvis to help clear all this abdominal stuff out. Okay, cool. See you later. Peace, guys.